The following is presented to you for educational and promotional purposes only and not as legal advice. The speaker strongly recommends seeking advice of your own attorney before undertaking any of the advice or concepts discussed in this video.
Hey friend, Jeff Watson here. Thank you so much for watching this introductory video to my Omega Wealth Protection System. If you're not sure who I am, there's a link at the top of the screen where you can click a button and read my bio, see what other people have to say about me. I didn't write the bio. Now, the other thing you need to know is this video is about tax liens. I've done some tax lien investing, and I've got some things I want to share with you. But a lot of people seem to like tax liens, and I can understand why. Tax lien investing done right can be really profitable, and a lot of times it's a passive investment activity. So let me give you a couple of the concerns that I have with tax lien investing. Number one is if the lien doesn't redeem. If the owner of the property who owes the taxes doesn't redeem the lien and pay the taxes, then you're in a situation where you're going to have to invest more capital and foreclose on the property. Now, if that was your strategy at the beginning, excellent, good move, good investment. But if your strategy was hoping you're just going to get the lien redeemed and collect your interest, be careful, okay? Sometimes people just don't pay their taxes. Ask me how I know. I'm holding on to a bunch of liens that are now pretty much worthless because the properties aren't worth foreclosing and the owners of the property are never going to pay. They've probably been foreclosed on. So anyhow, the type of income that tax lien investing generates can be complex, but not too complex. It's passive income because you're getting the money paid to you because you bought the taxes and you bought the lien and you're getting paid interest income on it. That's good. I like passive income. And so it shows up whether you're working the deal or not. It's mailbox money. Good stuff. Now there's possibility of you could have a capital gain here if you have to foreclose on the property, take title to it, and then you resell the property. So you could have a capital gain there, and you're going to have to work with your tax professionals to determine, is it a short-term gain or is it a long-term gain? You really want these things to be taxed as a long-term gain if all possible. Now, a very, very smart friend of mine who's an investor in Mississippi by the name of Mike, he likes to do these, and he does these solely for the purpose of getting the tax lien to get the property to then hold the property for rental income because he sees it as a cheap way of buying quality rentals, and it's a brilliant strategy. So you may want to think about that as your long-term exit strategy. Buy the lien to become a landlord. Good strategy because it gets him in cheap, it gets him with properties that he knows he wants, and it's properties that people usually want and will pay a good rental for. So with that in mind, you need to study what you do with tax liens. Now, what kind of an entity should you do with this? I think you should use a multiple member LLC electing to be taxed as a partnership. That's important. Why? Because I want the passive income to be going into the partnership. Secondly, I want the protection of the partnership tax status for any of the long-term gain or even the short-term gain that may come at you here. But the other thing that I want is if it gets into litigation, you want the shield of the multiple member LLC. It's the best liability shield that's out there right now, and you want it. Now, some people may go a little bit further, and that's fine, where they actually buy the lien using a trust that's funded and owned by the multiple member LLC that backs it up. So then they have some privacy through the trust as well as the multiple member LLC providing them with asset protection. And that's a powerful combination if you use it and do it right. But it's a pretty advanced tactic as well. And so to do that, you're going to need to get good legal counsel. So now that I've shared all these concepts with you about tax lien investing, you may need to watch this video a second time. Okay? And this video about tax lien investing is not discussing if you're going to use retirement account dollars to do tax lien investing. That should be a whole separate video, and I cover that in my high income, no taxes course. But what I want to share with you as I wrap this thing up is that tax lien investing, when it's done right, when you do your due diligence, can be a very profitable investment. But when you just blindly let somebody else do all the bidding for you, take your money and they're going to go buy the properties, you may find out that their shotgun method bought a bunch of stuff that really wasn't worth it, and you end up losing your money. Okay, friends, now as I've covered all this stuff regarding tax liens, go back and watch this video a second time because I gave you a lot of information and I did it in a hurry. Watch the video a second time, take some notes, and until the next time, peace, and I'll talk to you again. Thanks.